All right, it is theft without a gun or any weapon at all, and the victims often don't even know they've been quote unquote robbed.
As we reported last hour, every year working people across the country are victims of wage theft to the tune of billions of dollars.
Now in the part 2 of our CBS News and KDKA investigation, our Andy Sheehan digs into local cases of wage theft.
Yeah, he explains why getting any money you're owed is an uphill battle, especially here in Pennsylvania.
Even in this current economic climate, construction companies continue to build in our region, promising workers good pay and benefits. But the Carpenters Union alleges that isn't happening at this $80 million, 377-unit project in the Strip District called Brewer's Block, a charge the co-general contractor denies.
Right now we have multiple contractors in there that we know about that are using exploited workforce.
The union, which is holding daily protests at the job site, accuses RDC, the co-general contractor, of hiring subcontractors who they say underpay their workers with under-the-table cash, providing no health benefits and paying no taxes. However, RDC maintains taxes are paid and all the workers are well compensated with pay and benefits. In a statement, RDC's CEO tells me, quote, "The project employs hundreds of construction workers. Most work for large subcontractors that have been in business for many years, including many union, minority, and women-owned businesses with impeccable reputations. Everyone working on the project is well compensated and exceeds state and federal employment requirements." RDC claims the union is just upset some of the work has gone to non-union members. But similar allegations against other businesses are examples of what's known as wage theft, impacting those who can least afford it and often feel powerless to claim what they feel is rightfully theirs.
Most people don't have enough money saved up for a $400 emergency, so most workers are in a situation in which they can't even speak out against it.
Cases here in Pittsburgh show wage theft to be pervasive across many industries, including food service, where restaurant servers make as little as $2.13 an hour and therefore rely heavily on tips. 14 months ago, the U.S. Department of Labor ordered the operators of the Federal Galley restaurant on the north side to pay their workers $42,000 in back pay, for forcing them to split tip money with managers, supervisors, and other workers who generally don't get tips. In July, it ordered Wiggle Whiskey in the Strip District to pay $39,000 to dozens of workers for the same thing. Meanwhile, in August, a federal court judge ordered the Whitehall-based home health care agency Everest to pay $1.4 million to its 218 workers for denying them overtime wages and manipulating records to hide wage theft. Everest says it's complying with the court order and paying its workers back. Both Federal Galley and Wiggle Whiskey have also reimbursed their employees, with Wiggle attributing its lapses to a misunderstanding of the law. But resolutions like this are the exception. Most complaints involve individual workers who are denied overtime payments or aren't given their final week's pay. The amounts generally aren't big enough to hire a lawyer and fight it, but are devastating nonetheless.
2 weeks or a month's worth of pay is a really big deal for people who are living paycheck to paycheck.
Their recourse is to file a lost wage claim like this with the PA Department of Labor and Industry, which says it collected more than $6.6 million last year from about 1,200 employers for non-payment of wages and returned those dollars to the workers. The department says it collects lost wages in about 45 to 50% of the cases, but labor attorneys say their clients complain of inaction.
They either don't get a response, the response takes too long, or even when the state gets on the case, they don't see actual relief.
Palmetto and Coons hope now that Josh Shapiro is in the governor's office, he'll increase the number of state investigators to resolve these claims and take an aggressive stance against wage theft. As Attorney General, Shapiro prosecuted the largest wage theft case ever in Pennsylvania, winning a $20 million judgment against state highway builder Paul Baker Construction, which was accused of withholding money for pensions and health care, but pocketing it instead. Paul Baker denied wrongdoing, claiming state and federal regulators had reviewed its practices for years, and the company believed it was following all laws.
We have a new administration that I think is going to take this stuff seriously.
Meanwhile, it's possible you could be owed wages without even realizing it. To see if there's money waiting for you, you can find a link to the Department of Labor's searchable database, along with an app to help you track your hours at cbsnews.com and at KDKA.com. Andy Sheehan, KDKA News.